Okay, hello everyone, I'm Mika the Shadowbeast, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing, the Groom of Gallagher Mansion. Yet again, we are on episode 3, we have just finished fucking around in Flowerland, and now, we're going to go dig through Elias's shit and find all the little secrets and dirt on him we can. So let's get to it. Back to where it all began. The dust isn't so thick now, and while it doesn't look all too fabulous compared to the rest of the place, it does look a little less uninviting. Hey, remember that painting I mentioned before in the foyer?
On the second floor. Yep. What about it?
I think I can make out the details better now, maybe even get a pic of it. I test my foot on the first step and angle my camera up to snap a photo of the frame. When the deed is done, I text it to Taylor. Here you go. If I had to hazard a guess, then this style of painting would be Impressionism. It was all the rage in the late 19th century, so it fit the timeline. Know anything about the subject?
It's probably a portrait of one of the Gallagher ladies. What better way to flaunt wealth and status than by paying someone to preserve your likeness with expensive materials?
I zoom into the photo and I took and studied the details. I assume Taylor's doing the same. Those earrings and necklace, and the size of that ring too. Damn, that's too rich for my blood.
Probably the precious family jewels Elias was telling you about.
Tyler snickers. I roll my eyes with a groan.
Anyways, I'll look into this and see if I can get an exact match for who it might be. Keep hunting around?
Roger that. I pick one of the many doors in the foyer and swing it open, wincing a little at how badly it needs oiled. Elias wasn't kidding when he said some of the rooms would be in disarray. It definitely doesn't look as nice as the study. I think this is a living room or a lounge. There's couches at least. The patterns have worn off of them, and the material is torn open in a few places. I run my hand over the back of the love seat.
Anything interesting there?
Aside from the couches, there's a rocking chair, a mounted deer head, a painting of a building, a grandfather clock, and a bookshelf. Elias hasn't worked his magic here, so it's a bit decrepit. I'll investigate everything else before I take a look at the books. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that anyways. The deer head. I walk over to the mountain deer head and peer inside into its soulless, long-dead eyes. Taxidermy always freaked me out as a kid, and that never changed as I got older. The Gallagher men liked to hunt for sport, didn't they?
All of them but Elias.
From my interactions with him, he probably couldn't even hurt a fly. I don't really see the point of killing animals for fun. Like, at least eat the venison, you know? I'm actually surprised I don't see any rifles mounted on the walls for decoration.
How big are the antlers on that deer anyway?
Really small, nothing to write home about.
Did you know that in the winter, deer, moose, and other mammals who grow antlers will just shake them clean off? Maybe they shot that deer in the spring when it was regrowing them.
Maybe. Huh, thanks for the fun trivia. I peer at the face of the grandfather clock, frowning when I notice the hands are missing. I know analog clocks are a thing of the past, but I really like the aesthetics of a ticking clock. There's just something about them that's so cool.
You think so? I feel like they're too inaccurate. If a gear stops turning or the battery dies out, then you have to manually set it again. Digital clocks hook up to the internet so they don't have that problem.
Not all of them. Mine doesn't. Just on my phone and my computer. Taylor, you're missing the point. It's about the aesthetics. Taylor lets out a loud grumble instead of bothering to argue with me. Painting. Another impressionist painting, this time of a building's facade. It doesn't seem to be the manor though, so I wonder if this painting has any significance. Do you know if there are any secret passages in the mansion?
I wouldn't doubt it, since the Gallaghers had this place built just for them. But I wouldn't know where they are. They're secret for a reason.
Yeah. Gee, thanks. I tried to lift the painting just enough to see if there's anything behind it. There isn't. Hey Taylor, I've looked at everything else aside from the shelf. I'm gonna check out the books. Any ideas where to start?
Tell me what you're looking at.
I scanned the spines for titles. There was an encyclopedia series, a dictionary, a thesaurus, a Bible hymns, and an assortment of Shakespeare plays. I pull out the old tome of Romeo and Juliet and flip through the yellowed pages, or at least try to. The corners of the pages disintegrate in my fingers.
Bingo! I finally got a match on that painting from earlier.
That fucking time. Oh yeah? Who is it? I slide the book in my hand back onto the shelf before hazarding a seat on one of the couches. Moments later, Taylor texts me an old black and white photo.
Check it out. That's Mama Gallagher herself. Mildred loved to host tea parties and dances at the manor. Always made a grand show of the family bling while she was at it.
Interesting. I don't blame her. She's very beautiful.
She was the envy of the land until that Gallagher curse killed her. Anyways, that's one mystery solved. Think there's anything else in here?
I stand up and check the shelf again. Oh, there's a children's picture book here about clowns.
Don't open that!
Why? Okay, nerd. Well, nothing else really calls out to me, so I'm going to go to the next room. I pause momentarily. Oval.
Roger that.
Aw. I slip back out into the foyer and stare into the other doors. A map of this place would really help right now. Well, here we go. Ooh, a dining room. Neat. This place is cool. I push past another door at random and peek my head inside before walking in. It's a modestly sized room with a rectangular wooden table surrounded by chairs along with a small chandelier in the ceiling. I think this is the dining room. Seems suited for eating meals here with a large family, or guests at least, as it's in much better condition than the living room.
What else is in there?
Fireplace, table, chairs, lamps, and a fancy-looking cabinet. More books in there, it looks like.
Take a look around and tell me if there's anything interesting before you indulge in literature again.
There was interesting stuff in the last room. Lots of that. Fireplace. I head over to the fireplace and start knocking on the wall. I hope there's a secret passage here. No matter where I knock, I don't find any sections that feel or sound different.
No dice.
No dice.
Keep at it, bud. Your dream will come true one day.
The table. This is such a nice table. It's got lacquered wood finish and everything. I bet that thing is heavy. It ain't moving.
Can you stick to the mission, please?
But the table, Taylor, the table! Hey, I'm doing a lot of walking here. Let me sit down for a moment. Taylor huffs in my ears while I plop down on one of the chairs, which happens to be surprisingly cushy. You know, you never really answered my question from before.
Which one?
About the hypothetical ghost clown servant.
No, we are not talking about clowns!
What if a ghost clown man made you blueberry pancakes in a bid to gain your friendship and trust?
I don't even like blueberries, and waffles are superior in every way. They can hold syrup, melted butter, or whatever you top them with, so you lose less to your plate.
But Taylor, I keep telling you that you need to lay your face down in the first stack of fluffy pancakes at least once in your life. It's like being hugged by a litter of puppies.
I am not putting food on my face, or my face into food. No, end of conversation. Get back to the mission.
Taylor. I click my tongue in annoyance and he clicks back. I could use more light in here, but these lamps are probably dead, aren't they? Yeah, they're just as dead as Elias. I wonder if collectors would go wild over some antique light bulbs.
Of all the things in this mansion, you're thinking of stealing the light bulbs?
Why not? Okay? What, you want me to walk out of here with the table?
Fair enough.
I hold one of the lamps in my hand and tries to twist the bulb off, but it doesn't budge. Scratch that, I'm not gonna bother.
Hey, want to know another fun fact? Thomas Edison didn't actually invent the light bulb. He bought the patent from two dudes named Henry Woodward and Matthew Eben. Edison was able to claim fame thanks to the fact that he had enough capital to finance improvements to the design.
There's evidence that Edison stole, I think, all of his inventions except for maybe one. But I don't remember which one that was. So the moral of the story is that the rich get richer and the poor stay starving?
My point was that popular history gets written by the winners, but that works too.
Yeah. Okay, back to the books. Knowledge is power! Yeah, I got that one. Nothing else to look at but the cabinet
Let me know
now.
what you find.
Clown books. I kneel down by the floor to inspect the books on the bottom. There seems to be cookbooks with various European cuisines, Irish, Polish, Dutch, and so forth. No dessert cookbooks here, but maybe they're behind the glass.
Right. Elias wanted to bake a cake for you. Would he even be able to eat it?
I don't know. He did have a tea set in the study, so maybe it's like food offerings for the departed?
Can you say that again? The line's coming out again.
I said the static in the earpiece and suddenly overcome with dizziness. I groan while trying to get back upright, grabbing the back of the chair for balance. Ooh. Suddenly my vision darkens and the room spins. My feet can't touch the ground. I'm falling down into a yawning abyss. I open my eyes. Behind me, the chandelier starts swinging and the fireplace roars to life. And yet I'm freezing, like there's ice slushing through my veins again. It's horrible and I'm scared. This is definitely the same dining room, but everything feels wrong. I gripped the chair harder and lift my head. That was a mistake. Encased in the glass cabinet is the figure of a woman. Ugh! She's so far away, but she's coming closer and closer and closer, with a knife in her hand and a Cheshire cat grin painted across her lips. Dripping with bloodlust, her needle-like gaze makes a pinbird of me. I can't breathe. I have to get out of here. How can I escape? In an act of defiance, I spin in the opposite direction and try to make a break for it, but my feet are cemented in place.
Hey, can you hear me? Answer if you can hear me.
Get away from me! My knees give out and I collapse back into the chair.
Are you okay? Were you attacked?
Not physically.
Static took over the line again, and I heard something garbled from your end. Some kind of whispering or chanting? Was that you?
Nope. No, that wasn't me. I swallow deep gasps of air, trying to regain my breath as Taylor's voice rings in my ear.
Hey, what did you see?
Feel incarnate. DuPont. Violet DuPont. I spit out the name without thinking. I know whoever I saw was a woman, but was it really Violet?
I'm starting to think there are some other spirits in this mansion besides Elias. Why else would there be interference when he's not even in the room?
Goodness. Are you quite alright?
Absolutely not. Do not ever leave my side again. We are gonna stick together until I fucking die. That was fucking terrifying, Elias. I look up at the sound of Elias's voice.
Why do you look so pale?
Oh my god. Okay, so I saw a ghost to the ghost I'm seeing now. Oh my sweet Elias, am I going to tell him that I had a vision of someone, probably the woman he was supposed to marry, charging at me with a knife? He feels as though 1,000 years have passed since I last saw you, my love, and I began to feel a bit lonely. Taylor groans on the other side while I fake a pacifying grin.
It's been like, what? 20 minutes tops?
Shut the fuck up, Taylor!
Forgive me for leaving you to your own devices for so long, dearest. I am here now, so there is no need to linger in the despair of solitude.
Jesus. My gratitude, Elias, but truly my pain is nothing compared to your own.
Worry not, my love. For my years in the flesh prepared me for such an existence. I am not forgotten.
Could be my imagination, but I see a flicker of pain in his eyes for a moment, as if he's trying to convince himself of that last bit.
Why, even before you came to me, there would be the occasional visitor to my manor. None quite so welcome, mind you. Most were in a stupefied, intoxicated state.
You look so annoyed.
Good entertainment, but not the company I'd choose to spend the rest of my waking moments with. Unlike you, my love.
Man, this guy is just... ugh.
Shut up! I'm trying my hardest not to roll my eyes at Taylor's unnecessary commentary. What us not linger on such irrelevant matters then. Shall we resume our preparations for the ceremony?
Why, yes. A splendid idea.
Elias moves towards the glass cabinet with a bounce in his float. Swinging the doors open, he starts humming.
Our wedding shall be oh so fine. The layer cake most of all, unforgettable. Nana's baking divine, and when paired with white wine, to not taste it would be quite regrettable. Oh, though I do miss her cream pies as well. Shame those aren't quite appropriate for a wedding.
We can have whatever we want for our wedding.
Oh my god! Did he just say cream pie?
Shut up! Get your head out of the gutter or I'll make you cry.
She wrote the recipe in a manner such that you could make it in any sort of flavor, so long as you had the proper ingredients. Say, what flavor shall our cake be, my dear?
Lemon! Oh, there's so many options to choose from, aren't there? I simply can't decide. What do you suggest, my dearest? Lemon! Elias thumbs the spines of the cookbooks with a little more focus.
I was quite partial to Earl Grey myself, but vanilla is always agreeable no matter the party. Though perhaps a delicate lemon with hints of lavender.
Yes! Is something the matter, Elias?
I must have misplaced grandmother's dessert recipes. I can't find them.
Elias lowers his hands from the cabinet and sighs, crestfallen.
Where did I leave them? I know I have seen it within the past decade at least.
Hey, here's our chance to look for more clues somewhere else.
Kylo makes a good point. Perhaps I can assist you in your search with 2 sets of eyes. I'm sure we will find your grandmother's recipes in no time.
I am loath to ask my betrothed to make up for my mistakes, but yes, I would appreciate your help.
Do you have any inkling of an idea where you may have left them?
Unfortunately not. I do know that it must be in the manor, however. None of my possessions have left the grounds. I will
That's
investigate the common room. Take care where you may search, and be cautious of the second floor. I have done my best to stabilize the structure, but it does take quite some energy.
Understood, my love. May we find your grandmother's recipes soon. Elias bows before he takes his leave through the door, and I release a breath I didn't realize I was holding.
Is he finally gone?
Looks like I can try looking around on the second floor now. But where should we start?
Well, you never got to hunt around the study since Elias was hanging out in there. But I wonder if you can find his bedroom.
Taylor pauses, and when he speaks again, I can hear his voice wavering.
We also have no idea what caused that vision you saw earlier.
Yeah. Sabitan. What should I do?
We also have no
fuck.
idea.
Okay, I'm gonna save it real quick. Heal. Okay. Let's stay in the dining room. The vision with Violet or whoever I just saw now, it is really bothering me. I'm staying here to inspect the glass cabinet a little
Be
more.
careful, alright?
Okay. I pull myself out of the chair and step towards the cabinet and its books once more. This time, nothing appears.
Though, how are you going to explain to Elias that you're basically staying put?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I swing the cabinet door open and shut, investigating it from multiple angles. Take out a book and inspect it. The words are nothing but jumbled old English to me. Man, some of the stuff is illegible.
Too hard to read?
More like too hard to understand. Do people really talk like
I
this?
don't know. You seem to do a pretty good job of it.
Tcha! I slot the book back in place and I cough as dust gets into my
You
nose.
okay there, bud?
Even though this place looks clean, the dust in this cabinet is still very real.
Maybe that was Elias's plan all along. Death by choking on dust.
I roll my eyes.
See anything new?
Not really. I wonder where the kitchen is in this place.
Oh, no. You probably don't want to go into the kitchen, even if you're able to find it. Oh, imagine the mildew and rot. Ugh.
You think so? You know, since you love comparing yourself to Egon so much, I bet you'd love something like that, somewhere covered in mold. Child laughs heartily, the sound light in my ear.
Well, if we're comparing each other to Ghostbusters characters, I am the brains of the operation. Egon just makes sense.
I was thinking you're more of a Janine. Your red hair and cute face is much better suited for that role. Taylor makes an odd, barely noticeable noise and clears his throat.
I knew it. You do think I'm cute.
Anyway, I think I deserve some credit. You may be the planner, but I'm the one about to marry a ghost.
Hey!
I smile at the pout in his voice.
I would have joined you, but backup is important. I'm prioritizing the evidence and trying to avoid Elias's suspicions.
I shuffle back and lower myself into one of the chairs at the dinner table. Is that really the reason, or are you worried you won't be able to hide your insatiable desires to be ravished by a ghost? I pause for a second, smoking. You know, I found that notebook you left in the club room last week, the one filled with lewd fanfiction. Twice you aren't that subtle. He squeals enough to make me stifle a laugh. Taylor clears his throat, his voice lowering.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Come on, Taylor, you're a monster fucker too. I take a deep breath before sighing dramatically. She had me pinned against the wall. Her lips left a trail of fire along my skin as I ceased, realizing he hadn't tried to stop me. He then speaks, his voice soft and low.
I'm not writing about ghosts.
Oh, he's writing about me. I raise an eyebrow. Then what are you writing about?
It doesn't matter. And it's not fanfiction. Just get back to the mission.
Taylor sounds unusually meek right now. Maybe I stepped on a nerve. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
It's okay, bud. How are you doing over there with all those visions and everything?
Honestly, it's a lot all at once. But hearing your voice through this all really keeps me calm. I can almost pick up a smile in his voice as he replies softly.
Good. I'm glad.
I will get going somewhere before I waste too much time. I push the chair back and try to stand, but my leg catches on my clothes. Ah!
What's going on?
Are you alright?
Yep. Out of nowhere, Elias grabs my hand. How am I going to explain this? I didn't leave the fucking room. Grabs my hand, his other arm wrapping around my waist as he studies me. Elias, Thunk. He knocked me out. That fucker knocked me out again. My vision blues as the scene before me dissipates and molds into something else entirely. I see Elias surrounded by his siblings and father, all of them shouting and jeering. Horrible, terrible things in the mocking tone, making fun of him, calling him weak, a mistake. Grief and guilt fill my heart before I snap back to reality. I'm leaning against the wall. Elias is kneeling next to me. He looks exhausted.
I apologize. I should have come for you sooner. Are you alright?
Is he the Fairchild? His mother wasn't included in that. Is that why he's so different from the others? He's a Fairchild? Okay, that's my reigning theory. He's a Fairchild or something.
Are you okay? What happened? You suddenly shouted and...
I nod, my heart pounding out of my chest. I'm alright.
I am relieved to hear that.
Oh, thank God.
Elias, did you feel that connection? Elias nods.
If only for a brief moment, yes. I saw a red-headed gentleman smiling at you. Who is that, if I may ask?
Taylor immediately pops into my mind. A friend. He's a friend. I swear I catch a flash of jealousy across Elias's face, but it dissipates just as quickly as it appeared.
I would love to meet your friend.
I would love for you to meet him as well, and I'm sure that he would be excited for the opportunity too. Elias's expression softens as he leads me away from the dining room and into one of the many hallways.
Anyways, my darling, I did come back to find you, as I have finally uncovered my grandmother's recipes. If you can tell me which one you'd like, I will make preparations while you freshen up.
Oh, I'd really appreciate that. When it comes to the cake, I think I'd like to try. I love lavender and lemon. Vanilla's great. I've never had Earl Grey. Though I know he likes that, and I like lemon. Earl Grey.
An excellent choice. You have the most wonderful taste, my dear.
I'm so smart.
Please, let me handle the remainder. If you wish to rest, please, I encourage you to do so.
Thank you. Oh, he's got little hot eyes again. Thank you, Elias. I shall take you up on that offer. Elias bows before floating off to some other part of the manor, leaving me alone again. Okay, he's gone.
Hey, bud, you sound really exhausted. You should find some place to sit down and rest.
Yeah, give me a minute, alright? I take a look around the hallway. It really doesn't help that all these doors look the same. Shrugging, I pick a random door and turn the knob, and to my surprise, it opens. I guess I'll go in here. It's the bathroom. I'm not entirely sure what I expected, but it's a bathroom.
Is it at least clean?
I guess. Dusty, but not moldy. I guess I can sit on the porcelain throne. I sweep my gown to the side and close the lid before taking a seat.
So how are you feeling? You've been through a lot, and that's the understatement of the century.
It is. It's getting late. I'm physically okay, more mentally exhausted, really. We've got so much evidence to sort through.
Maybe we should go over everything we've learned so far.
Okay. I don't know how much time I have, but we might as well try.
Assume you have a little, so talk as fast as you can.
Okay, so Elias has been nothing but a complete gentleman to me. It's shame about the rest of the house, but his heart seems like it's in the right place.
If you say so.
He is quite impressive at making bouquets. Maybe I am too. Should we take this back to the campus?
Take what? Ghostly flower arrangements?
Yeah, someone's gotta be interested, and there's no flower club at the university. It's an avenue, at least.
There has to be more that you found. Please?
Just teasing. Of course, there's more. The sighting of Violet in the dining room was a lot. Like, a lot.
And I didn't even see it.
I think in that brief moment, I hated her.
Whoa.
Why shouldn't I? She shouldn't be here. She shouldn't be haunting Elias. She's the true danger. And truth be told, I don't know if her spirit's actually here at all. She might simply be a figment of Elias's memories.
So Elias is the true danger then?
Nope. No, that's not what I said.
You're starting to worry me.
Then there's what happened just now.
When Elias touched you again?
Yeah, part of my outfit got caught by the chair and I nearly tripped, but he caught me just in time. I had another vision. This time I saw his family mocking him. I couldn't really make out what they were all saying, but it definitely wasn't
What concerns me more is that he mentioned seeing me. Was he reading your mind? It almost sounded like you two were exchanging memories.
I have no idea. I'm able to hold his hand without triggering any memories sometimes, but we were both stressed out at the time,
I don't like that he's capable of reading your memories, even if this time wasn't intentional. What happens if he finds out that you're faking all of this? Honestly, and I mean it this time, I want you to leave this place.
I don't want to leave. I want to marry the ghost man.
There's something very wrong going on. Nothing we read said anything like this would happen.
It's probably never happened before. Taylor, calm down. I know this isn't what we expected, but what were we expecting exactly? Be honest, did you think this would actually pan out? 3 years of failure, and now we're finally here. We finally got what we wanted. And we planned so much, how fantasized so much about what we do when finally meeting a restless spirit. We try our best to soothe them, to help them move on, to bring them the happiness they've lost, to finish their unfinished business. And now that we have the opportunity, shouldn't we do what we said we'd do all along? Maybe we can help him move on.
Please, we don't know what kind of tricks he has up his sleeve. I don't want you to fall for anything he might be up to.
I don't think he's up to anything. I won't, I promise. Am I even sure Elias is up to anything beyond trying to wed me? And will breaking Elias's heart any farther really be better than going through with all of this? The next thing to do is pick out some jewelry, and then we're ready to go. The wedding will probably be at dawn, maybe just before. I don't know for sure. Do you want me to stay? A little beep echoes in my ear.
Bud?
I check my phone, and that beeps exactly what I think it means. My phone battery is almost dead. Crap, my phone's dying.
What?
Out of juice!
You didn't bring a portable charger?
Why would I? Honestly, I didn't think we'd be here that long. And I didn't have much time to
coming
plan.
in.
What? Wait,
I'm not leaving you alone in there with no contact. I'm responsible for that much. Stall for time. I'll see you soon. Over and out.
No! Taylor! Damn it, Taylor. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. So I'm going to end this part here and save it in file 4. Well, things are just about to get deep. Yeah. It's getting deep. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And if you liked the video and would like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. And comment if you feel like it, but you don't have to. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video where we see what happens, what we're going to do. Oh, that's what I'm looking at. Neptune's under the couch and I can see him and I can figure out what was under the couch. Anyway, on the next episode, we're gonna see what happens next. And yeah. Thank you all so much, and good night.